Ladies and gentlemen, we have a real special one for you. A real special one.
Real special, Scotty.
He's special, all right.
So, I was in the hauler 5 minutes ago, and he said, if John DeFlorian does it with me, I'll do it.
Did he
So,
just
John?
come in on the short pro stock?
He came in on the short pro stock. I didn't say that. That was Roger Richards.
I didn't say,
Okay.
no, it wasn't me.
I'm waiting here. We're wasting valuable digits.
Yes, we
okay? Come on in here, John.
Come on.
You got a wide angle lens here.
Or do you want to?
Come on over here.
No. I got you here.
Yeah.
You're gonna be here.
John,
Don't move the chairs. Don't move the chairs.
Don't move the chairs over.
Hold my
Slide in here.
boyfriend over here.
No.
Right.
Slide it in. No. There we go. Get in the frame here, Frank. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a good one.
Oh, it's going to be a good one.
Oh man, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first ever. I'm sure of it. Frank Gugliotta sitting here with John DeFlorian. Okay, so now I've got the fastest quarter. Hey, quiet on the set over there. Tony Gillick's over there.
Hold on.
He's acting up.
Shut the f up, all y'all over there.
Thank you. It's time to hit the editing room hard. Oh man, thank you so much, Frank. We had a gentleman's agreement that he wasn't going to swear, and that just went out the window. We haven't even gotten started yet. Okay, unbelievable. All right, so listen, here we go. We got the fastest. Don't touch the equipment. You touch engines. Touch your engines. Don't touch my equipment. Because that's what he would say to me. He says to me, don't even film that engine. I go, yes, sir. I go, I won't even film that engine. So, all right, so here we go. We've got the fastest 8th mile mo frackalacka here, and that is verbiage that's approved by Frank Gugliotta. And then
He is, in fact.
he is in fact, isn't he? And then we've got the fastest quarter mile engine builder right here, Frank Gugliotta. Frank, thank you very much for coming on Real Pro Stock. I really appreciate it, and so do all of the fans. They absolutely love this guy.
Hey,
and have
we
so many
appreciate you. We really do.
Well, you know what? All of the fans, Frank, really appreciate you guys and the challenges that you guys face in the car. Okay, this is not an easy feat. You guys are working your butts off to get this monster down the track, and I have so much respect for it. I'm motivated to do it. I'm motivated to drive 4 hours to come down here to Virginia to cover the fastest guys on the planet in this class in the world. You guys are at the fastest drag racing event this weekend, the biggest event this weekend, NHRA Virginia Nationals here at the Virginia Motorsports Park. John, what does that mean for you? I mean, you set the 4.000 here last year, right?
Yeah.
What does it mean for you to be back here and have another opportunity at maybe 6.178 at 228 miles an hour .56? So are you going for it this weekend to take that away from this guy right here? You want to go 6.178, don't you?
Well, yeah, most certainly. It's the whole reason why we race, right? Is to try to be the fastest. That was a spectacular run that we probably won't see that feat anytime soon. That was an amazing run at the time. The weather was great. It was a great shot, great call they made on the car. The track was there. Everything has to be right for that to happen, and they did, and that was amazing. And we're going to go out here and we're going to do the best we can. I mean, the effort is always to try to set a record or run fast. I don't think that's going to happen here with the conditions we're dealing with, but to race with those guys, I look at it like this, if you want to be the best, you got to race with the best, and these guys are all the best. So I try to just be as close as we can to them and try to do the best. And it worked out in October at the fall race here, and we're really happy with that. It was as close. It was a heartbreaking excitement, because to run that close and then it not happen. And I looked at the scoreboard. I'm like, you got to be kidding. And when the car left the starting line on that run, actually, it made a little wiggle. And I was like, boy, I sure hope they don't bite me in the ass. And went through the finish line, I looked up, I'm like, it bit me in the ass, And but it was so exciting because it was a world record and exciting, but a 10,000th off, of where we were really going for, and it's still out there. We're all chasing it. Don't be fooled by anybody. Everybody wants that mark. Everybody. That guy right there wants it as bad as I do.
Yeah, everyone does. That's a fact.
Yep.
And you've gotten the closest.
We've been fortunate. We've been lucky. We've been lucky, and we got pretty close there. So but it's a brand new year. So and these guys will be out swinging just like we will, and it's going to be cool. Whatever it happens, it's going to be a shot heard around the world. I'm going to tell you.
It's going to be a shot heard around the world, but Frank, this weekend, what do you have to do to defend that, man? Do you think we have the atmospheric conditions to get there? And then do you think JR can reset it?
Probably not, because I think right now we're looking at a 103-ish correction. It was 101 correction when we were at St. Louis, so I'd say probably not. But, I mean, we're going to go out there and try to run the best that we possibly can, and, these guys will surely be knocking on our door for sure. I mean, every one of them. I mean, you got John, who's very fast. You've got a bunch of them. Johnny Placino. I mean, the list goes on and on. Tony Gillig. Kazi's making awesome power. I mean, this deal's just getting tougher by the day. You know what I mean? Every day that goes by is just getting tougher.
It's getting tougher for you guys, but more exciting for us as fans, and we really love it. And so, if you didn't see the 4.000 run, it's on the YouTube channel. Go watch it.
I saw it.
If you didn't see the 6.179 at 228.23, it's out there on the YouTube channel. Make sure you
saw
go.
that one too.
And when I came to your pit after that, Frank, it was really nice of you to give a shout out to me, man. That was really special.
Hey, Scott, we appreciate you, man. We really do. You do a lot for our class, and we really do appreciate it. We know you go out of your way for it. We do appreciate it.
We go out of our way for it, Frank, because of class acts like you and class acts like John. And unfortunately, Pluchino's in there. Mr. Pluchino, we got to do a lot of editing on this version. We'll have to do a lot of editing with this guy.
You know what?
But, hey, it's all part of it. You know what I mean? And that's what makes it great.
Probably a class act, and the Pluchinos are. I'm not going to say that I totally am. By any means.
He's a good guy. He's got a good heart. He's very interesting when you get him alone in his hauler, and to hear all of the wonderful stuff he's got planned with Monday Morning Racer. He wants to go on that podcast, and that's not.
Shout out J.R. Carr and Terry Carr. Here you go, bottle number 2.
Is it from their vineyard?
I'm not really allowed to take from their vineyard, so what we do is we empty their bottles, we put it into our bottles, and we put our stuff into their bottles.
So you're table scrapping it too. Okay, John, listen, you had some exciting news over the break. Congratulations, your daughter just got engaged. Family's a big part of this, man. Is she coming in this weekend?
No, unfortunately, she's not. I really wish you were going to be here. We really miss having her because she raced with us for so long, and she was a big part of the whole program and the operation. So we're missing her, but we're super happy for her. I mean, getting engaged to a great guy, and we're excited, looking forward to the wedding. And she's going to come out to some races this year, though. She is going to come out, so we're really excited about that. Very happy about that, and looking forward to it.
Yeah,
hey,
certainly looking forward.
Congratulations to her, by the way. She's been around a long time. Hats off to her. I'm glad for her. Hope it all works out.
Yeah.
Great girl.
Any idea on when the date? Did they set the date yet?
They didn't set the date. Probably about a year, I'm thinking, is what it's going to be. But they've been together for quite a while, actually. So it's going to be nice to get that part all done, and they can move forward in their future what they're going to do. But like Frank said, I mean, she really played a big role in the whole racing thing out here. I mean, she really played a big role in my operation, but then she also took care of some sheets and run sheets and stuff like that as well. So yeah, she knows all the guys. She knows everybody out here, and she misses being here. But it's life. Things move forward, and that's just part of it.
Things are moving at a breakneck speed, right, Frank?
Oh yeah, they are. That's a fact right there. Life goes on.
So,
we're all getting older by the day.
So Frank, you had a lot to say in the hauler. You have a lot of plans coming up, and some really great stuff with you going on. Tell everyone what's going on with you. Is there a podcast coming out of Frank Gugliotta? I mean, what is going on? This guy right here, I had the idea for this guy a year ago, and he said, that's kind of stupid. And then today I walk into his hauler, and he goes, hey, why don't we do a podcast So, hey, Frank, great idea about the podcast. Tell us all about it. Who's going to be on it first? Can I be on first?
Yeah, I'd love to do a weekly podcast, have you sitting beside me, have guests on every week, and we would just everybody we possibly could. You know what I mean? One after the other after the other.
Okay, now we're going to try it right here. We're going to give it a test run. Frank,
Let's
hey,
roll.
welcome to Frank Gugliotta's podcast here from the Virginia Motorsports Park.
Come on, let's get her on. Tony Gillick, bring your ass on over here, sit down next to me, pretty boy, we're going to get her on. Come on. Sit down here, Tony Gillick. What we got going on?
We're going to get the beepers going here. We're going to be needing this, right? Yeah.
All right, my first guest is going to be, I'm going to have John DeFlorian, the quickest 8th-mile mountain motor pro stock runner in life, right here.
Frank, we love being on your show. Can't wait. This is going to be a blast. I can't imagine where this is going to go from here. Hang on.
Grab a concrete. That's the man right over there. Say hello.
That's it.
So happy to be here.
There you go. Tony Gillick, my buddy right here. I've always said, if I was going to be a woman, I would definitely take this man right here. He is gorgeous. Now,
You're a mess.
I am, aren't I?
You're a mess.
Now,
That's all right.
Hey, me and him have raced against each other for years. All of us have, okay?
Way back.
Way back. And I'm gonna tell you.
Years ago back.
Yes, we do. And I'm gonna tell you, look, Roger Richards, right here, old Whiskers. He's right here with us in the house. Give a shout out, Roger. Hello. There you go. Hello. We got everybody here. I want to do a podcast, okay, weekly, have guests on from Mountain Motor Pro Stock. I want to have some pro mile people on. I've said this. I've told Scott this, okay. I'd love to do a weekly show with everybody on it, okay. We drink a little wine.
Red wine?
Yeah. Get
hell
some
yeah.
beverages.
That'll work.
Okay. We talk.
That's a requirement.
That's right, yeah. That gets everybody loosened up real
Yeah,
good.
there you go.
This is right here. So, now.
That's a lot of editing, Frank. Hold off on that.
Beep, 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 beep.
I don't know why we got to do a lot of editing, but apparently we have to do a lot of
It's on the
editing.
internet. You can say bad words, can't you?
I thought we could,
Say
but
network
maybe we
TV.
could.
Hey, it's your pod show. You can do whatever you want,
It's the
right?
Frank Gugliotta Beep Beep Show.
That's right.
Look, I'm going to talk about all my buddies. We're going to have everybody on you every week, okay? We're going to have the Plascinos. We're going to have the Gillicks, the DeFlorians. We're going to have your daughter
Yeah.
who's getting married. We're going to talk to her
There
and
you
her
go.
son-in-law, your son-in-law,
My son,
your
yeah,
son-in-law.
there you go.
We're going to talk to everybody, okay? We're going to talk to Scott Susie. We want to thank this guy for everything he does for us.
Absolutely.
For this class, okay? He's been out here for 5 years that I know of. He does a great job.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get enough credit for what he does.
That's a fact.
Agreed.
That's a fact.
Wow. Don't make me cry.
Oh, come on now, Scott.
Come on.
Can I
Now,
join? Can I come in here?
no, look, we're going to hand it over to you because you are the man, the star.
Are you, Frank? Are you done with your test run?
I'm done. I got to get back to drinking, Scott.
He's got to get back to drinking. Okay, how was that? Everyone, make sure you comment below and let Frank know what he needs to improve, what he can do better, what he's doing great at. He does really great at the 4-letter words. So yeah,
Come on, let's get it on.
that's how he's going to open up every show. Come on, let's get it on.
Come on. If you want to open it up that way, we'll open it up that way.
It's
There
your
you
show,
go.
Frank. You just do it.
We'll open it up that way.
That's it.
Bang!
Bam!
Open it up. Bang! We're going to the top. Bang! Bam!
Oh man! Well, as you can see, it's a Thursday night. It's raining.
Yes.
Everyone's moving in. The place looks like a circus, and it is absolutely amazing. Don't press the red button, Frank, please. We'll really have to do some editing. But hey, listen, guys, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedules tonight to appear here on Real Pro Stock. Those words that you just said, Frank, really touched my heart, and it means a lot, man.
Hey,
It really
Scott,
does.
really, all BS aside, okay? You do a great job, buddy, and we really appreciate everything you do for us. Real Pro Stock is the greatest thing for us, and we really do appreciate
Well,
it.
I'm
That's a
very,
fact.
very blessed to have the trust of Judy and Tommy Franklin that let me do this
That's a
at
fact.
the PDRA, and Allie Bland at the NHRA for giving me a shot to come here and do this. I really, really cannot thank God enough, my wonderful family enough. My kids make my life so easy, Taylor, Anthony, and Elizabeth. My beautiful wife, Irene. You know, I am the most blessed person on the planet, Frank, because I have so many great people around me, Frank,
So
and
do
you're
I.
one of them.
So
And
do I.
I'm very
I appreciate
thankful.
you saying that. But I have a lot of people, great people around me also. My crew, my team, JR, Terry, my family, everybody. I mean, I'm very blessed also.
Yeah, and it certainly is, I think, a common thread with not just the Mountain Motor Pro Stock class, but every class that's here this weekend for the fastest drag racing event on the planet, the premier quarter-mile drag racing league. And you guys are very familiar and very comfortable at the premier eighth mile drag racing league at the PDRA. I mean, you guys are where it's at. You are the fastest guys on the planet in Mountain Motor Pro Stock right now, and that is something, a huge feather in your caps. You guys work so hard at this. John, I know you work so hard at this on the off season, in the off season. You know, you work your butt off. You're always tinkering with the car. Guy works at Jerry Haas Race Cars. You know, Frank has got a shop out back of his house, and he's working 20 hours a day, not a week, 20 hours a day on this stuff. I mean, the guy loves it, eats it, breathes it. And you guys are carrying this wonderful class into places that we haven't seen in a while, man. These car counts are coming up, aren't they, guys, right?
Well, and that was the thing I was going to say. Take a look at what's happened to this class here. I mean, it's booming. It's absolutely booming. We got a ton of new cars coming out. A lot of people that's never raced them before. Some people that have raced them before that have coming back to it. We're going to see some tremendous car counts. We've already seen great car counts this year already, and there's a lot of guys that haven't been able to make it because they're still waiting on parts. Parts are a problem right now, and a lot of new faces that are going to put the pressure on Frank and myself and the rest of us have been running for a while because they're going to come out here swinging, and they all got good stuff. So it's going to really turn into a dogfight here real quick.
And that's a beautiful thing. And Stephen Boone, shout out to Stephen Boone with a wrist. So the guy's injured and he can't be out here playing. And so that, you know, there's a lot of people, Frank. You haven't seen this in a while, have you?
No, not really. I mean, it's been years since we've seen anything like this. I mean, you know, Kazi, Sonny, I mean, those guys have been working on stuff for years and they're coming back with stuff right now. I mean, they've just made the class what it is today. And I mean, we've got new players coming, we've got old players coming back. And I mean, 16 cars we had at Gugliotta. I mean, that's crazy. We haven't seen that in years. And, you know, I just love this class and I love to see these guys racing. I just hope it keeps going on for years and years in front of us.
Yeah, I can't wait. You know what I mean? And we're going to be here to cover it. We're so excited to do it. And we absolutely love the camaraderie in this group. You know, some of the guys show you their thorns, right? Everybody does. Because you know what? They're some of the most competitive people on the planet because they're some of the fastest people on the planet. And they want to rip your heart out when you're on the line, right, Frank?
That's a fact. We do want to rip each other's hearts out. I mean, every time I go up there, look, there are, what are you laughing about, Tony Kelly? Look, there are no friends out here. When we get up there to the starting line, it's, you better do some editing. It's, f you all. I mean, we're just going up there to try to, hey, you got to do what you got to do. But I mean, look.
FTG.
The FTG, that's right. Old man Placino said it the best. I mean, he's got the stickers and everything to prove it. But I mean, no, look, we're really a good, close group. But when it comes down to racing, we just want to do the best we possibly can. And we're out to rip each other's hearts out.
Out to rip each other's. Is that the way you feel about this wonderful man when you go up against him, John?
Hey, on the starting line, yes. At the finish line, we're friends. But I mean, the starting line, yeah, you're up there. You want to rip the guy's eyes out, you know, and you want to take it with you, and that's the way it is. And that goes with everybody, though. It doesn't matter who's in the other lane. I mean, we don't come here to lose. We come here to win. And what means winning, you got to take that guy out in the other lane to get to the next round. So whoever that is, that's what it is.
That's a
Is
fact.
he still in? Did he lean back? He's laid back. LBK right now. You're okay, Frank.
We still got alcohol in it.
That thing is still a
We're
third
good.
full, man.
Look, yeah, but this is like bottom two.
Bottle two, man. All right, so listen, John DeFlorian, you just came into the media center. What do you want to ask Frank Gugliotta?
I want to know what I got to do to get on his show. I want to be on his show. I want to be one of his first guests. That's for sure. Because that's going to be a blast.
All
You
right,
can
so-
be. You can be. Without a doubt. You can be.
So, all right, so you just finish up the show, and then you go home and you realize you forgot to ask him what question?
Forgot to ask me, like, what's he drinking? I want to know.
It's wine. He's drinking wine.
Because I'm going to have some of that. I mean, it's
He's
working.
going to have some. Do you have any extra?
Oh, we have plenty. Trust me. We can supply. Hold on. Tony Gillick, do we have extra?
Plenty.
Penny. Okay, all right. Hold on a second here. So, Frank, I never got to thank you for saving your job.
Oh my God, here we go. Here we go. So
I edited something last year that
He
was
did.
clearly going to get him fired.
he was.
Terry said to put it out there, and JR said don't. So I want you to publicly thank me right now.
I want to publicly thank Scott for saving my job. Because had he published what I said, because I said some very bad things, and I probably would have gotten fired had he published it. So Scott, I want to publicly thank you for saving my job.
You're welcome, Frank. Okay, so hey, listen, Frank. You just got home. You're out in the shop. Okay, the phone rings, and it's John DeFlorian. What's the first question you ask him?
How did you go 4 flat and not go 399? I mean, how do you let
You
this
want to
thing
answer
go
that?
on?
Salt in an open wound right there. That's exactly what that
How
is.
do you let this go on another year? Another year, we got to deal with this crap, right? The mysterious 399. I mean, look, and you know how many times I've heard from people, oh, y'all have been going 4-0s for 20 years. 20 years. 4-0, 4-0. They don't understand that. We don't get to put another kit on. We don't get to put a bigger turbo on. We don't get to run more boost. We don't get to take weight off. You know what I mean? We have a small box we have to run in. It's this many cubic inches. It's this weight. I'm sick and tired of hearing people say, you all have been running the same, but they don't understand. We've been running in the same box for 20 years. You know what I mean? We're trying to do the best we can with a small little package. You
And
know
so
what I mean?
when people start talking about billet heads, how do you really feel about that?
It'd be interesting to see where that goes. I mean, right now the thing is that we've got people coming into the class. Everything's very competitive, very close, and we just want to continue this momentum that we have going right now.
And as an engine builder, you're telling me that it's not really going to make that much of a difference, right, Frank? I mean, really, you're so far in the box. Even if you go to billet heads, what is it going to change? Is it going to change cost? Is it going to change speed? What are they looking for when they want that?
Well, so, okay, billet heads, that's a very good question. If you go back to 2007, I approached Mike Baker and I said, look, we like to do something different, billet head. This is 2007 now, so 15 years ago, okay? Went back to 2017, hey, billet head, maybe this, that, and the other. No, no one wanted a part of it. So JR went ahead and put the investment into a cast head with Sonny, okay? Doing castings, this, that, and the other, purchasing castings, purchasing old heads, working on old heads. The problem with a billet head is, and I don't know if people really realize this, a billet head is probably 35 to 40 pounds heavier because it's a solid billet piece, okay? I don't know how many people can put 40 pounds on the front of their car. We can, okay? If people want to run a billet head, more power to them, but I don't think there's any gain in a billet head. I personally don't think so. JR is fortunate enough, well, wait a minute, I'm fortunate enough that I have him. We have enough heads, we have enough castings to probably last us throughout his career. And, I mean, if people wanted to go to a billet, they're going to add a lot of weight to their car.
A lot of weight and a lot of development and a lot of cost, in my humble opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but, you know, hey, I just feel like we are finally consolidating down to basically two places to race, right, with your quarter and eighth mile racing choices. And so now, if you want to start making those changes, I think it's going to upset the apple cart and may push people to fragmentation once again. So you're at another racing league, another eighth mile racing league, another eighth mile racing league, and now you're not consolidating and quite frankly, gaining the momentum of this class the way it's going right now. It could be a risk, in my humble opinion. What do you think, John?
Oh yeah, it could be. I mean, because like you said, we have this momentum right now, and it's a little fragile. So we don't want to do anything to upset the apple cart. We want to keep it going. You know, like Frank said, if somebody wants to go that route, there is going to be some penalties because of how heavy they are. However, right now, I just wouldn't want to do anything, at least for this year, to upset the direction of the class. And you got all these guys coming in, and the last thing you want to do is tell guys, okay, well, you're going to wind up having to go out and get into a development program and spend a bunch of money. We don't want to run. That's the reason this class has done so well for so long, is because it's been kept kind of in a bit of a box, like Frank was talking about.
Yep.
So it didn't get out of control. So
That's
the
a
guys,
fact.
so the cars, yeah, they are running. They have been running 4.0s for a long time. I agree with that. But look at how competitive they are, and you could have anybody win at any given time. So you don't have like one guy that's winning every race every weekend. You don't have that, and that's the beauty of this class, and that I believe is one of the reasons why we are seeing the influx of new guys coming into the class, and even old guys that used to be here coming back out to race.
Yeah, and that's very exciting because I do know that a lot of 632 players are talking about coming over to Real Pro Stock. Also, Extreme Pro Stock, I'm so sorry. But there are also some Pro Mod guys that are becoming more vocal on the Real Pro Stock page. I think because the coverage is so good for you guys, and I'm not trying to toot my horn, but you guys deserve the coverage. And I'm talking about PDRA, I'm talking about all of the classes deserve this kind of show. I wish I had 3 or 4 more additional me's that can run around and do this to make it all happen, and we'll eventually get there. But I think the attention is now bringing in other players, and it also makes it easier for people to say, for their sponsors, hey, look, there's a place to go and there's a place to race, and we're going to get the respect that we deserve. Maybe we ought to give it a shot. And oh, by the way, it's an economical way to race, isn't it, Frank? It's when you're looking at the grand scheme of racing and the cost, it's not as bad or as cost driven as another class.
As
right?
a 500-inch NHRA class. I mean, let's face it. A guy can go out here and probably buy an older car, an older engine. If you've got a Sonny or that, you got Tony Gillick's pumping his arms right now. I mean, and it's proven fact. You know what I mean? You can come race this class right now. You can buy a Kazi, a Sonny motor, a Mikey Allen motor. You know what I mean? You can buy something, come out here, and you can be competitive, and you can qualify tomorrow and probably win a race. Okay. Can you go over on the other side and do that? Probably, but you're going to write a big check to do that. You know what I mean? Over here, you're probably not. So, I mean, we're still today dealing with, yes, it's very cost effective for a working guy to come over here and race competitively.
Yeah, and we're not throwing stones at anyone, and
No.
we're not bad mouthing
No,
anybody here. We're not trying
absolutely
to,
not.
we're trying to stay positive with this, and really, thank you, Judy and Tommy Franklin, for giving these guys a place to race when a lot were not. Right?
Absolutely.
And also NHRA, thank you for letting them come in on your turf to do their thing.
Absolutely.
It's a really an incredible thing what's going on here. I
Yeah.
mean, what an opportunity for you guys, for your sponsors, for you guys to race on the premier quarter mile drag racing league. I mean, their turf. You guys are here, man.
Oh yeah, the big show. I mean, we're here at the big show. I mean, how many people really get to do this at this level? I mean, we're very fortunate for them to have us here. I mean, we're really happy.
Yeah, and John, what does it mean for you, man?
Oh, I mean,
What was that? Was that Roger Richards?
Well, it's just exactly like Frank said. I mean, when you get to come over here and compete at this level. This is the top of the top. It doesn't get any higher than this. So for us to be able to have the opportunity to come over here and race with the NHRA, run our cars on their track, and show, not only them, but show the fans and spectators, to show up what these cars are capable of doing, is pretty doggone impressive. And we get it. I mean, when the fans come by, they express how thrilled they are to see us and how much they enjoy the show that we put on. So yeah, to be able to run this deal, listen, we got 4 races this year, so we're really fortunate. We're going to start it out here, at Virginia. I mean, this is premier facility right here. Tommy and Judy did an unbelievable job with this track surface. This is a really fast track, and it's going to be a lot of fun to be out here doing this.
Yeah, it certainly is going to be a lot of fun for you guys, but it's going to be an absolutely unbelievable opportunity for Real Pro Stock and for guys like me. So thank you, NHRA, Ali Bland, and thank you, Judy and Tommy Franklin, for trusting me to do it right on your turf at the PDRA. And here's the most important piece of this puzzle, is these guys. These guys put their trust in me to make them look good on the racing surface, and it's just an incredible opportunity to have their trust and to work my way into the group. And it's an absolute amazing blessing for me. And thank you, Irene. Thank you, Taylor, Anthony, and Elizabeth. And thank you to all of the competitors here on the property. Thank you, Roger Richards, for making sure you get some really great pictures of you guys this weekend to go inside of the 2-page spread. So this is what we're talking about when we're talking about the 2-page spread. Keith Keplinger out there, thank you so much for inviting Real Pro Stock in. J.R. Carr is the first. Is he the first guy? He was the first guy. J.R. Carr was the first guy. Then Chris Powers is going to be the second guy. And so you guys are actually going to have your own book that you'll be able to go onto. You'll be able to go onto Amazon.com and purchase a hard copy. So 2-page spread. Frank, you did a great job modeling it. And listen, this is the first of many episodes of this behind the scenes. While I'm sure we're going to get a lot of time to chit chat over the weekend with all the rain that's supposed to be. Oh, did I say the word? We may have some downtime, and we may be doing more of this. But thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it.
Come on! Bang!
Say it, John.
That's a wrap. Bam!
Thanks.